Hey guys, it's Pancake, and welcome to my breakfast table. Today we'll be playing a new game in one of my favorite series, Dragon Age Veilguard. This will be a multi-part series, so if you like what you see, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you want to get notified when the next part is out. On to the video! Alrighty, so last time we helped Emmerich with one of his side quests, and also helped the Wardens defeat the two blighted fucking dragons from earlier in the game, which is kind of insane. So let's see what we get up to in part 31. Alrighty, so I'm pretty sure we picked up all of the conversations from last time, so we've got a bunch of side quests to do. A crap ton of side quests to do. Okay. Okay, the Wardens have something in the Hossberg Wetlands. That's in Arlathan. That's the Docktown. She's got her own thing. Okay, two things in Hossberg, plus its own series of quests. Alright, you know what? Screw it. We'll just go to the Hossberg then. Davrin and Canis. Just get the place with the most stuff done. Let's actually queue up the quest. Oop. That wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, alrighty. Really struggled there. I guess we'll start just straight with Davrin's. Man, the amount of visual glitches happening to me in this game. Tragic.
Thanks for tagging along, Rook. Those feelers I put out about the Gloomhowler turned up something. Evka, I got your message.
I figured you'd want to hear this.
Always
This is
happy to
Davrin
learn
and
more.
Rook. You can trust them.
Hi there.
What's your name?
You're in a town full of Grey Wardens. It's probably the safest place in the world right now.
I hate to argue that,
My
but
name's Veilguard.
most of the Wardens have
heard about Wise
died in the
what
last,
happened?
like,
I once
two-ish
trained to
weeks,
be
I
a Grey
feel like.
Warden, but I left before the joining.
Maybe not
It's
the
not
greatest
for everyone.
example that it's safe.
It wasn't that. It's... I'm the one who found the griffin
Oh,
eggs
really?
before they hatched.
I've got about a million questions. But why come to us now?
I knew some of the wardens who were caring for the griffins, Remy and Lancet. I think I know what killed them.
The Gloomhowler. It's a Grey Warden, isn't it? An elf.
Well, we knew
But that's
that.
all we know.
Yes. Her name was Isaiah. I found her diary. She was a mage. She blighted all the griffins during the fourth blight.
Why would they do
What?
that?
Upon direct orders from the first warden at the time. She had no choice. This was centuries ago.
Yeah, I want to know
Why would they do
why.
that?
That's awful.
In her diary, Isaiah said the
I mean, I
blight
know the
was going
Wardens do a
badly.
lot of stuff,
The
but
wardens
still.
couldn't win. They turned to blood magic. The griffins fought harder, longer.
I see where this is going.
This is
Isaiah
fucked.
didn't want to do it.
This is
But
absolutely
orders
awful.
were orders. It won the war.
But then,
The griffins became rabid. They turned against the wardens.
So then the first warden turned against them.
He ordered them all destroyed.
That's fucked.
That's why they're extinct.
I can understand why this Isaiah is so pissed.
I can
She
too.
felt betrayed by the wardens, forcing her to do it. As penance, she hid the remaining eggs with a protective spell. I followed the clues and found them.
That was 400 years ago. She shouldn't even be alive.
Jesus.
Her last entry said she'd left for her calling.
Then she's probably in the deep roads. Blighted. Twisted.
Hi there, son.
Hassan? I was there the day you hatched. You've grown.
So did his appetite.
Right along with his stomach.
Right out of the nest, he ate everything in sight. I remember feeding him gingerwort truffles as a baby.
Ah, so you're the reason Davron's been hunting
This is
mushrooms
so
instead of
cute.
monsters.
This is so
Anything
fucking
for the
adorable. Ah, you little prince.
I don't see a crown on your head yet, boy.
That doesn't mean
There
he's
should
not
be.
royalty.
Griffins give the Wardens hope. Something to rally around after Weishaupt. Please find his brothers and sisters, whatever it takes. We owe them so much.
Aw,
Count on it.
Stay safe, Hassan.
I'll keep them safe.
This is good information, but it still doesn't tell us where the Gloomhowler is.
No, but the other wardens will keep looking. The Gloomhowler, Isaiah, can't hide forever.
Man,
I think we can make this work.
kind of clutch that somebody just happens to know exactly everything we need to know. Okay, is there only that one quest here? Yeah. Okay. Forget, I can't mark it.
Work orders from all the
Tell me what to do.
Rook, I'm Sawyer. Watch your back out there.
What's going on?
Mercenaries. They're taking advantage of the Blight and looting what was left behind. They attack wardens on sight even as we're fighting all this.
Fuck all
A scout
that.
saw torches headed towards the redoubt. If they manage to break into the cauldron,
We won't
there's
let them.
dangerous relics out there and blighted weapons, and those mercenaries would sell to the highest bidder.
Can't let that happen. If I can stop them, I will.
We'd be in your debt, more than we already are.
Have you seen Ivan?
He kept talking about a tree.
Convenient that they're all located so closely. Right next to a waypoint.
What about the wardens?
Blight's distracting them.
Mercenaries.
You know what? Let's pick off the singletons first. These guys look like they're
Be ready.
Take whatever you find.
off on their lonesome. Come here.
Profit works for me.
You fucked with the wrong elf.
Finish them, Rook!
Warden Sawyer was right. They're after whatever they can steal. Killed. These aren't darkspawn wounds.
You made it out of Weishaupt, just to get murdered here.
Truly an unfortunate death.
On your guard.
Nobody should get out of combat only to die in the supposed safety of home territory.
You'll pay for that.
This isn't the last of them.
I mean, fuck, of all places for them to try to fucking rob. I didn't even know I could do whatever the fuck that move was. Stop stealing from people who have already been fucked over too many times. These are dangerous artifacts. You guys don't care about that. They never care. They just fucking want to make as much profit as they can, even at the expense of others. or at their own life sometimes, which I think is stupid, because what are you going to do with money if you're dead?
That's it for the
Or if the
mercenaries.
world's taken over?
Then we got
Or
our
poisoned
target.
or whatever. Like,
Good.
money has no
The
point.
Wardens have enough on their minds as it is.
At
You
that
should tell
point.
Warden Sawyer.
Let's go do that. We did it. We solved your problem.
Follow me and don't recall the bones beneath the creek.
That's not creepy.
Sawyer, the mercenaries you mentioned, we stopped them.
Thank the Maker. Anything they took from the locals, we'll see returned. As for what belongs to the Wardens, some of that may be better destroyed. We'll see to that, too.
Thank God. I've always wondered why they just keep it around. Keeping it around doesn't... It's just a temptation for others to do wrong. You know? Just at that point, why bother? Just why bother? Okay, let's see. There was this last quest here. That's separate from anyone's side stuff, but we can go ahead and take care of it anyway. Might as well. Ooh, note. 2 notes. Letters in the aftermath. Antoine and Evka. I said the last letter would be the last, but I've got more questions. When someone is blighted, does it advance slowly or all at once? What if the person won't stop working or getting into trouble? Won't that make it advance quicker? Is the progression all internal, or is it going to be obvious? How long, if you had to guess? Is there a point when your secret warden ritual will no longer help? Nev has mentioned a thing or two about your wetlands, so I know you've got your own problems. I'll take whatever answers you have time to send. Tarquin. Corresponding letter to be sent to Minrathis. Tarquin. I wish we could give you easy answers. With the blight changed so much, we cannot promise things will go as we suggest, but our response will be as honest as we know. How quickly the blight advances depends on the person and how severely they are blighted, but is typically steady. It is more consistent when the person's general wounds are healed. Getting further blighted would likely complicate the matter, but nothing else should that we know of. There is little more you can watch for than what you've written us about already. We cannot give you a timeline, but it isn't years. I'm sorry. As for the warden ritual, there isn't a time when it's too late. But if the person doesn't survive it, then that is instant. We won't conscript the Viper, but if he wishes, we'll be here. Sincerely, Antoine and Evka. That's so fucking sad that he's trying to save his boss, even though there's likely nothing that can be done. A series of research notes, with the first in Antoine's hand. Sample 1. Spreading across the glass more than expected. Sample 2. Pulsing pattern different at first, now matches others. Sample 3. Pulsing pattern now different than the others? Inconsistent behavior, but why? In Evka's hand. Inconsistent or creating a harmony, one that makes sense to the blight? In Antoine's hand. Yes, or discordance to the same effect, but with each other, or with the gods? Or is it with something else? What would happen if we moved them closer together, or farther apart, or somewhere else? I wonder if I could hear it better, or if there is an alchemical process that might disrupt it. In Evka's hand. Antoine, this is your reminder to take a break. Love, Evka. That's so sweet. Also, good questions. If the blight is like harmonizing and stuff, there's so many different like experiments that could be done, but I don't know what or if it would change anything.
Evka, Antoine, you needed help with something? Is this about your studies?
Look at the blight here. The world dies like this if we do nothing. We need a deeper understanding of how it behaves. I have theories, but...
Something's wrong.
We've been keeping Darkspawn away from Lavendel, but those have been packs. What's heading for us now is a small horde.
Oh, great.
We push it back, or the locals wind up dead.
We can't let that happen.
All right. Whatever you need. We'll do what we can.
Thanks. We must get ahead of this.
Where do things stand now?
Every warden will put themselves between Lavendel and the Blight. But we'll be spread thin around the village. There's only so many of us. We need to make that work.
Your plan to get us through is a good one.
I gave advice and people listened.
You credit yourself too little.
Yeah, Antoine's right.
I have a feeling he's right.
She's done an
Fine.
incredible amount
I'm
of work.
great, the plan's great. Let's hope we don't die.
You are, it is, and agreed.
So what now? What can I do?
There are sentries equipped with horns stationed around the village. Those horns are sounded when an attack begins, and again if backup's needed. That lets us focus our numbers. I need you to check with the sentries. Make sure they're ready.
Can do.
I'm on it. We can do this.
Let's go.
All right. Take that can-do spirit to the rest.
On
Check
it.
back with us when you're done with the sentries.
We can hold off the smaller packs for a while, but there's no going back once the horde hits.
We'll beat him back. It's what we do.
Come on. Let's check on the warden sentries.
What we do. Left, right, middle. Start with this one. Hello, sir.
Wow.
Oh, you're an older
Look
man,
who it
for
is.
sure.
Name's Warden Augustin.
Nice to meet
Edgar
you.
sent me. How are things here?
The Darkspawn aren't on us, but they will be. I can feel it. And you go where the fight is, don't you? Tell Evka I'm ready. We'll hold Lavendel.
Awesome. What a lucky warden to have lasted this long. Honestly. The rising, ominous music makes me feel really scared. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, Evka wanted me to check in. Are you ready?
Sounded so tough
I
there
am.
for a second.
The
Hey.
Darkspawn won't win this one.
Not on our watch.
We'll
We
get
took
him
those
back.
dragons, we'll take this too.
We'll beat him. We'll beat them all back. Pardon. That would have to be so funny, though, to actually see as an NPC. The hero of the world just fucking taking a shortcut by jumping over your heads.
Hey,
Hey
Evka
guys!
sent me. How are things here?
Evka's plan is good. Whatever happens, we won't lose the village.
We will not.
That's right. Tell Evka we're ready.
Awesome.
We should get back to Evka.
We do in fact have a plan. Fight them back.
Evka,
I don't know
The
about
sentries are
anything
ready.
beyond that, but you know,
Are you?
beating them up seems like as good of a plan as any.
that's a horn. The Darkspawn are here.
It came from the glade.
Let's... We can't let them break through to the village.
Lavendel is the only village left alive out here.
We make sure it stays alive.
We're not at the hook yet.
Keep it coming, Rook.
Don't worry.
Cut them down.
There's
there's more fight left out there.
Yeah, I heard the little
right.
horn
You ready for
sound
the next
again.
call? We could check on the caves, see how the fight is there, or head to the farmlands.
Caves are closer. Let's check there first. I already heard one horn sound, so somebody's already facing more fucking combat.
Look, we've got things covered here. Let's push them back. If you need them.
Okay.
Thanks.
They're good. I'm a teeny tiny bit low, but I think we're fine.
Another horn from the gate.
Might have been them the whole time. Let's go. Never in time to save the NPCs.
Can't break through.
Ouch.
More on the way.
Good. I'm all warmed up.
Got all of them? So there was like, did one hit really kill me? Thank God.
Thanks for having my back.
You took more than your share.
I did what I could. Are you okay? That doesn't sound good.
What is it? Something evil. A strange calling in the blight.
I don't like that.
Something to look into.
Yes.
I don't like that one bit.
But that's what we do. And today, we won the day.
He's right. Take that with you. When the next thing comes, we'll handle that too.
Still don't love that something evil is calling through the blight. That can mean anything. Literally anything.
It's in here
It
too.
doesn't sound like words
sure?
to me, but
It's
man,
faint, but yes.
fucking creepy.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, but first you deserve some thanks. Lavendale is safe.
Happy to help.
They still need our protection, of course. But we won this fight together.
You guys made it happen.
Thanks to Evka's plan.
If we're giving Evka credit, then I won't argue.
Fine. Credit taken. Now, as much as I hate changing the subject...
Right. Antoine, you sensed something strange. What was it?
Do
The
tell.
Blight's song wasn't just strange. At first I heard the gods. But now... there's something else. And it's here, in the wetlands.
I don't
It
like that. That
pulses.
sounds creepy.
Weird. Pulling somewhere dark.
It sounds so bad.
It sounds... I don't know. Pleased?
What does that mean?
We don't know yet.
Please doesn't sound good.
Likely nothing good.
So you need to search a deadly wilderness for something even deadlier.
What? Ah, yes. Exploring Alderson is similar?
More than we like. So what's next?
We need more time to study what the new song means, and where it leads.
And you can't listen to it all the time.
Yeah,
We don't know
please
what it is.
don't. That sounds like a
Evka,
recipe for disaster.
But yes,
I like
we have
you.
many different
Don't
tests
turn
to run.
evil, please.
Remember to visit Hook. We'll have results eventually.
Until then, stay safe.
Whew. Man, the wardens really can't catch a break. Something wicked. Thanks to Evika's plan and the bravery of both the wardens and the team, Lavendel was saved from Darkspawn. But while the village heaved a sigh of relief, the whispers in Antoine's ear became more unsettling. Within the blight, Antoine could hear a call, a mystery for now. It suggested further evil lurking in the wetlands. That sounds so ominous.
Antoine,
That sounds
what's on
so
your mind?
ominous.
It's like there's a pattern in the blight, and no pattern at all. But
Blight Loki giving me the heebie-jeebies. Okay, we can probably work on Hardings next. Let me go ahead and check that there's nothing else gonna happen at the lighthouse, and then we'll head out. Ah, yes, yep, conversations. Okay. We'll just go counterclockwise? Clockwise? Gods and their servants. Rook, you may have heard that the Venatori made it to Archon's palace during the attack. Unfortunately, we are not privy to what transpired in those halls. Palace representatives have been conspicuously silent, and we've heard nothing from Archon Radanis. He may have been killed or forced to ally with the cult. It is unclear. The gods sent the dragon to give the Venatori an opportunity to seize power in Manrathis. It appears they were successful. Oop. Update from Lavendel. Rook. We watch Darkspawn movements as always. They put up a fight when wandering the woods and wetlands, but we'd rather battle them out here than in Lavendel itself. Small improvements are still improvements. I felt something strange was happening before you sent word to us. Things have only gotten stranger and more daunting since. But if we are tangled in this, at least we are tangled together. There is no one I trust more in the world than Evka, but you can be second. We both wish you luck and rest when you can find it. Your friends, Antoine and Evka. I love them so much. Not only are they great supports, but also just, like, their marriage is so cute. Like, literally the most adorable thing I think I've ever fucking seen. Relationship goals. There was something in Emmerich's room. And then I don't remember who else. Hello!
Ah, hello there. Just admiring how carefully the Fade is woven into this place, as cultivated as a palace garden.
That's old elven stuff for you. Magic everywhere you look, and also where you don't.
I do envy you, Rook.
Me?
Really?
Oh, consider all the secrets you must have uncovered in Arlathan with the Veil Jumpers. Not to mention traveling with Varric. The adventures you've already had.
It's cool. In another lifetime. There
I guess I have had some pretty great times.
I'm sure.
Oh, I'd love to hear about more of them.
Even just before he hopped on.
Work was always my excuse not to travel. But now that I've joined you, I'm finally exploring outside Navarra's crypts. Ah, speaking of the necropolis,
Yes?
I've been meaning to ask how you'd like your body prepared in the event of your death.
Me personally, I don't know. I want something cool done to my body. Viking burial, turn me into a mushroom, turn me into a tree, make me into a diamond. You know, it could be cool. I mean, make my skeleton go to work, have my corpse be of use. To be fair, I haven't really thought about it too much. Fuck it.
Actually, do they let you into the necropolis if you're not Navarran?
What a splendid idea! I could put a word in.
Though if me and Lucanus end up a thing, for real, I'm likely to be
he's
buried with
finished
his
the reagent.
family.
Please excuse us.
Or cremated,
Excellent work,
they're
Manfred.
Androstian. Rare poetry. A note from Nev attached to 3 slim volumes of poetry. Emmerich took some digging, but I know a lady who knows a book collector who sells to the Archon's palace. He said these are some of the last copies of Nadia Lupius's work. With her being dead, if you arrange a reprint, their value plunges. Don't think you'll mind, though. P.S. The book collector said if I wanted obscure poets, there's a good one in Ravane. Had debts, works out of print, but he got bailed out by an anonymous donor. Funny thing, it was all in the King's Golders. You only see those in Navarra. Undead poets? Seems poetic. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay, it's Bellara, Lucanus, Davrin. We've got this.
She felt it all over. Her attraction to the hero, a powerful but properly
Are you
contained
writing
tingle.
fan fiction?
Properly contained. No, sounds bad. Okay, cut the middle line. Much more natural.
What are you working on?
Oh! Rook! I didn't see you. What did you hear?
All of it. Something scandalous.
Enough to get a powerful but properly contained tingle.
That isn't, I mean, I'm not, Oh, you're joking, right?
Most of the time, yeah.
Nev found me more cereals. I've read them, all of them, multiple times. Ooh. And I thought maybe I could try it, writing my own, I mean. Not like Varric Tethrist, but my own sort of thing. For me, and people like me.
She's writing
Something to
fan
focus
fiction.
on besides Syrian and all of that. And you know, you're also interesting. It helps for inspiration.
Aww. We try.
Fighting ancient gods does keep things interesting.
And you know, the rest.
The rest?
It's impressive. What you've done,
Oh,
I mean, brought everyone together.
Yes, I guess
You're
fighting the gods and
a
all that
good
is kind of
person.
cool.
Really.
Getting everyone together, helping people out, being everyone's part-time therapist, basically.
Being around good people helps. That's the thing about a team. Everyone brings everyone else up.
That's what
It's
they taught
all
me.
support.
The Veil Jumpers, I mean. A team's only as good as its weakest link, so you make them stronger. Like you do, with all of us. So, keep being that kind of person. One everyone can look up to.
Aww.
Anyways,
Aww.
thanks, Rook. I'll talk to you later. Gotta finish this scene.
Have fun writing. It can be torture, but stick with it. Harding's favorite foods. Bellara, I'm honored you want these. I don't really cook, and these aren't really recipes. I just throw things together. Anyway, here you go. Apple cheesy butter noodles. Noodles cooked with butter and salt. Freshly diced apples, or baked slices, or applesauce, whatever is convenient. Grated cheese. Okay. Layer apples on top of noodles in a bowl, then cheese. Bake in an oven until the cheese melts. but you're a mage, so you can use fire. Oh god. You'll get a nice bubbly crust that way. Wait a bit before eating so you don't burn your mouth. Ham and jam slam. Ham or bacon. Jam. Anything works, but I like plum, cherry, or apple. Buttered toast. Slam ham and jam together between toast. Yam and jam, slam, Emmerich approved. Replace ham with yam, sprinkled with salt, and roasted in oven until tender. Okay. The apple cheesy butter noodles sounds, no offense, disgusting. But the ham jam slam, considering that it's like, you know, like subtler jam flavors potentially, it doesn't sound awful. I still won't ever eat anything like that, but you know, it's not as bad as apple, cheese, and noodles together. Wild food concoctions, for sure.
Come to stare into the fire. I've heard that helps people think. Can't say I've had luck with it.
No, thanks. I just kind of get, like, green spots in my eyes if I stare into fire. Doesn't really help me focus.
Rook, you're here.
Always
Is something wrong?
Biago and Thea sent word. They have information about Ilario. Whatever it is, they wish to speak away from Treviso, away from anyone who might be listening. They won't put more to paper. I need to meet with them as soon as possible.
Oh, I'm so curious. Okay, I was gonna do Hardings, but I kind of want to do Lucanus's. But first we still have to go talk to Davrin. Still gotta go talk to Davrin. I'm ready to help support my boyfriend. We're not boyfriend yet. Boyfriend, girlfriend yet, but still.
Hey, Rook. I was planning to take us on to the woods in Arlethan soon.
Oh.
Want to keep us company?
Sure.
Sounds good to me.
Hassan will be glad to hear it. Needs to stretch his wings.
Aww. Surprised he doesn't just fly around out here. There's plenty of space. Okay. Where are we going? Dogtown. Okay. Emmerich and Bolar are kind of low, so is Tosh and Nev. Just due to time constraints, I'm likely not gonna be able to have Nev quest done too, so I'll just bring Tosh. Oh, almost walked right off the world. I don't need to run the distance. What am I doing? Oh, they're both in the same location. Suppose that would have been convenient.
Who dies next? Latest chapter.
I never even considered the fact that people might have written, like, drama and crime serials. Like, in other worlds. I guess that could just be an ordinary thing that happens.
You found something?
Hello, guys.
About Ilario?
Possibly. What do you mean, possibly? You have something or you don't?
It's Caterina.
We don't know that for certain.
Tell me.
I've got my eyes on Villa della Morte. One of them brought back one of Caterina's rings.
It had been thrown out with the trash. Ilario would never do that. He'd at least pawn it somewhere.
Yeah. Valuable possessions being tossed out isn't something that typically happens.
You think Katerina threw the ring away as a message that she's inside the house?
Her opal ring. Lucanis, you know what that means.
She gave that ring to my mother. It was the mark of her favor. House Velardo killed my parents and sent it back to Caterina to demand she surrender the seat of First Talon.
That's fucked.
She's alive. Ilario, you idiot.
Doesn't that really complicate the whole inheritance thing?
Ilario would tear the city apart searching if he'd lost this. How could she be alive? What is he thinking? How am I supposed to deal with this?
We need to plan a rescue. The sooner we get Katerina out of there, the better.
Yeah,
it could be a trap. We have to deal with Ilario first.
He could still kill her if we move against him.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about too.
Maker knows what's in his head.
V, you're too pessimistic for your own good. Reason with him, Lucanis.
I thought I had a clear shot at my target. What if I go after him and get Katarina killed? Help us.
What do you want me to do?
What do you need?
He'll listen. He always listens to you.
Aww.
Come.
Whoa. Right.
What did you do? Is this the Fade? It seems different. It isn't like those fragments of Solus's past in the crossroads either.
Lucanus is here. Always. Behind locked doors. I can't break through.
All right. Let's go get him.
I was supposed to have a useful demon, and instead I have a useless abomination. Wonderful!
I know this place. It's the ossuary. The prison we freed Lucanus from.
Freed? No. We've always been here.
Right. It's not the real ossuary, but it doesn't seem like a memory either. Lucanus is in here somewhere, right? He's... what, where they kept his blood?
Yes. Go there. But the locks everywhere. I can't touch them.
How do I get past the locks? Turn myself into a mouse? Fight a bunch of giant spiders?
By getting past the guards. It's a prison.
Right. What was I thinking?
References. Yeah, first two games had some interesting methods.
Malicious spirit. Whatever will you become next, I wonder? Nobody's here.
Of course not. Rook can't be here.
Me? Why not?
Are these tarot cards?
You don't close them.
Some of them look vaguely familiar, but I can't tell what they are.
I can't believe it. You're home.
Rock, did you forget our deal? You were to bring my grandson back to me.
But he is back.
Did?
You brought me an abomination. Where is my grandson?
Tenderness and terror. Rage and relief. Old stale fear of disappointment.
This is the Fade, so this Katerina is... a spirit? Something like that?
No, Lucanus is mine. They won't dare. Thoughts live here. Ideas, feelings.
She's his idea of Katerina, then. Katerina, Lucanus is trapped, but I think you're part of his way out.
The acceptance of a parental figure
Lucanus
can
may have
do
changed,
a lot.
but he's still the little boy you loved and raised.
He's not changed. He's possessed by a demon.
And you would never think of rejecting him, whatever happened, would you?
My poor boy.
Well, that worked.
What trouble you've been.
Talk about haunted.
Magister Zara was far more benevolent than you deserved, Crow.
Thought fragments. I shouldn't have let myself fall asleep. This was my mistake. Spite is here.
worry, Rook. I've got my eye on the prisoner.
He's not a prisoner.
You've conjured up a friendly face, Lucanus. But your real friends and allies need you in the real world.
Rook, are you
We all
sure
love and
Spite
support
isn't tricking
you.
you? What if there's no Lucanus, just the demon?
After a year in the ossuary, you might believe that. But you're no demon.
You're not.
Look around. This isn't the mind of a human being, let alone an Antivan Crow.
Look, everyone has unwelcome thoughts, fears, doubts, but they aren't us. You chose to challenge a god, Lucanus, to save the world. Your choices, your actions, that's who you are.
You know that's the kind of attitude that's gonna get you killed, right?
Maybe.
I'll risk it. I have a master assassin on my side. Don't I?
Just be careful.
So full of self-doubt, my dear. You don't need to be.
Katerina was first done. This is Crow business. We can handle it.
Damn. You'd have to kill me, and Spite would die. I really don't like this. You okay?
Useless. All of this, utterly useless.
Hi, Nev.
Hey, Rook. Should you be here? Can't say it's the safest place in the world.
I don't care.
Strangeness and charm. Something familiar and foreign at the same time. With a little guilt.
Somehow I thought Lucanus would think of Nev as being more... Tevinter?
Tevinter. People come in three kinds. Family. Enemies. Contracts.
It's a pretty clear
Nev,
dividing
you need to let us
line.
pass.
Jesus, I can't
You
talk.
know how he is, Rook. Even if you open the door, Lucanus won't walk through it. This is where he wants to be.
Yeah, I'm a little too stubborn.
Well, I'm not leaving until Lucanus is all right. So we might be here a while.
You really think you can help him? You're such a sap, Rook.
I think it's time you stood aside and let me try.
What can I say? Hard shell, soft gooey interior.
Still fighting. Tiresome. There's no point, you know. Nothing awaits you anymore. You're long dead.
I don't want you to see that again. I'm not this. I cannot be this. This is tragic.
Get one of you back. Only to lose the other.
She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
Rook, you're too good to be wasting your time in a place like this.
Get out of here.
Forget about my cousin. You've got much more important things to worry about, don't you?
No.
You've got the weight of the world on your shoulders. Sharp, jagged edges.
I can balance all of this.
Every breath. Grief and relief. Hope and anger mixed.
Lucanus, you don't owe Ilario a second thought, much less a supporting role.
He's a piece of shit.
He put us here. You've got to leave this be, Rook. You turn my cousin loose, it's only going to cause more grief.
Yeah, well, you're a piece of fucking shit.
I think Ilario will be feeling that grief. Right, Lucanus?
You know that Katerina had 5 children? 8 grandchildren. All dead now, except for Lucanus and me. Last time the Grows fought a war of succession, House de la Morte lost everything. Except the seat of First Stalin.
And yet you
This
want to
time,
fight
we
for
fight
it
ourselves.
anyway.
What will be left then? You think you'll survive? Your friends? Your cause?
You know him, Lucanus. Even here, Ilario just wants to save his own neck.
Would that be enough? Would anything? Do you really think he made a deal with a demon? He's not even a mage. Or
It
do you
happens.
think maybe he just found the one there already? He'll carry this prison with him forever. And he'll fill it with corpses given time.
We need out!
Imagine what you could do without hearing his defeatist words in your head, Lucanus. It's time you evicted him.
You have no idea what the consequences will be.
He'll live a fucking
Whatever
happy
all,
life.
Lucanus, I'll be there to help you.
That doesn't sound so bad to me.
Cousin stuff. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
My dear.
What are you doing here, Rook?
I had to find you. If anything happened to you, I can't even think about it.
You should go. It's better I stay here than risk losing
you. You see? He breaks our agreement. His mind is still here. He wants to stay here, so he keeps me here.
Mierda! Why would I want to stay? Even in my head, this place is a nightmare.
Right, but it's a nightmare you already defeated. I get it now. As bad as the ossuary was for you, it was better than the alternative.
Oof.
What alternative?
The ossuary, Zara. You could solve those problems with a blade. But healing again? Living as an abomination? There's no simple answer there. And if you fail, you could hurt the ones you love.
No. This is not. Damn it, Rook. Make him leave.
He's trying to leave, Spite. It's complicated. Mortals can't just change ourselves. It takes a lot of time.
Rook, you're right. There has to be a way through this.
There always is.
It's just so much. I cannot see how to begin.
Start small, you and Spite. Figure out a goal you can both agree on, then make it happen.
A contract?
Contracts
Speaking
are
in
for
terms
clients.
they
Call
fucking
this an alliance.
get.
But on what terms?
This feels like setting up for disaster, because there's no guarantee on what either of them agrees on what punish means. But I think we can get them to save Katerina
Didn't you just
together.
learn your grandmother was alive? What are you waiting for? Go rescue her.
That's true.
I have to have some in-laws eventually, right?
And anyone else that gets in our way. Do we have a deal? We free Katarina together.
Together, we will fight!
Ah, blindingly bright.
Rook, are you alright?
What's the matter with the two of you?
It's okay. We needed a moment, but I'd say we're ready for anything. How long were we standing here?
Yeah, I'm curious
Just
about that
long enough
myself.
for it to get awkward. You're sure you're alright?
Just staring up
We're
into
fine,
space.
Thea. Don't waste your worry on us. Can I trust the two of you to keep an eye on Ilario? If he starts anything, I want to know about it.
I was going to do that anyway.
You're planning something.
I'm getting Katarina back. But Viago is right. We need more information before we move. Ilario panicked when I came back alive. If he panics again, he could actually kill her this time.
Oh, that would be really bad.
We'll only get one chance at this.
We'll do it. We'll get it done. Inner demons. When he learned that Katerina might be alive, Lucanus was locked in indecision about what to do about his family. With help from Spite and Rook, he has chosen to focus on freeing Katerina. And she shall be free! He really just zipped right on over. That was funny. Okay, let's head back to the lighthouse. Make sure there's nothing that I need to grab. And then we'll probably call it there. Alright, there are 2 things in order to grab. Grab Emmerich's quest and then go talk to Lucanus before we call it.
Do you remember, Rook, when I mentioned another ceremony I must perform at the Memorial Gardens?
Yeah, I remember.
The time has come. I was hoping you would accompany me again.
More grave lighting?
No, this would be a more personal visit.
Personal?
Whenever you've time.
Sure, yeah. Happy to help. I think. Am I actually gonna have to help, or is it just a hang out and learn more about one another type of thing?
Oh, great. Is it your turn to cook? What's all this gonna be?
Paella. Well, 2 of them. One without seafood for Emmerich. And a hazelnut torte for dessert. It pairs well with coffee.
Wait. Did you make dessert just for me?
There's enough for everyone.
As long as they don't mind having it with my favorite drink.
They won't complain.
You didn't have to do anything special for me.
Yes, I did. I still don't know how to apologize for everything. And you...
You made dessert just for me.
It's nothing. Or not enough.
It is.
Best way through
And
to my
you
heart
are.
is through my stomach.
And I'll have you know, I'm very easily bribed.
Food always works.
I'll keep that in mind.
The way he says things. Oh, and there's a recipe. Oh, that's actually a whole ass recipe. Okay. Might have to make that at some point. That sounds good. Hazelnut torte. But it seems we've finally committed to a relationship with Lucanus. So I guess we'll end it here for today. I hope you all enjoyed this part, and I hope you all stay syrupy sweet.